What's good, YouTube? It's your boy LB. I'm back again with another reaction video. And this video, I will be reacting to Raider Nation, very own Derek Carr, the best quarterback in the league. And I will be explaining why Derek Carr should be the league's MVP. I'm explaining why I react to this video explaining why Derek Carr deserves to win MVP. And to me, I don't see no other quarterback in the league right now that played better than Derek Carr. And Derek Carr had the worst defense. And the defense stepped up when they needed to, but it didn't. It put a lot of pressure on Derek Carr to go down the field and score and help win the games. And that's why Derek Carr deserves MVP. Nobody cares about stats. The stats shouldn't even matter. The goal is to win the games. And that's what Derek Carr did. He had a whole lot of comeback wins in the fourth quarter. And his fourth quarter stats were the best out of anybody in the league. Better than Tom Brady's. Better than Matt Ryan. Better than Aaron Rodgers. Better than Dak Prescott. And y'all can comment, like, subscribe for your own opinions, share, whatever. Here's the video. My boy Derek Carr. Let's get it. Let's go. And it's fucked up, man. Because he got hurt. Fuck, man. He's supposed to been going to the Super Bowl. But it's all good. We be back next year. Bigger, stronger, and better. Let's get it. Let's go.
After back-to-back losing seasons, the Raiders are on fire. Led by their third-year quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek is the perfect fit in Oakland. Kind of that hometown kid being born in Fresno, California, and his willingness to do anything to win are what Raiders fans love about their newfound hero. Not to mention growing up with a brother who played quarterback at Fresno State and for years in the NFL had to have helped his development. Derek was surprisingly knowledgeable about football at an early age.
When you argue with people about the Heisman, is they think those two losses should take Dave out of the running. Do you think that's the case?
No, it should go to the best quarterback or the best player that won, and one player went 2 or 8 or something and still won the Heisman at Notre Dame, and the Fresno State Bulldogs are 10-2, and my brother's not up even in the top 2 for the Heisman.
That's right. It's Paul Hornung. That was 50 years ago, before you were even born. Went 2-8 with Notre Dame. He still won the Heisman.
Little did they know who would be the better quarterback sitting in that room.
Derek Carr.
Here are my reasons why Derek Carr deserves to win MVP. Number 1 is clutch.
He's clutch,
Derek
man.
Carr's fourth quarter stats are completely mind-boggling. His passer rating skyrockets to 121.3 in the fourth quarter with 11 touchdowns and 1 interception. And in their only overtime game, he has a passer rating of 130, which they got the win. And Derek Carr had 513 yards and 4 touchdowns in that game, seeming to have ice running through his veins. Derek, playing in games within 7 points in the fourth quarter, has a rating of 128.0 with 8 touchdowns and 1 interception. An underrated stat is performance at the end of halves, which Carr is excellent, with 5 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. This kind of goes into my next point, which is that MVP moment. With any MVP, there usually needs to be that defining moment, a flash of excellence that you can look back on. Even though he had that overtime thriller with 513 yards and 4 touchdowns, this MVP moment came against the Carolina Panthers. Matched up against last year's MVP, Derek Carr led the Raiders to a 24-7 lead going into halftime.
And when Derek Carr threw to the receiver, he threw it with a receiver to only catch the ball.
With the help of a nasty pick 6 from Khalil Mack. At halftime, the Raiders were looking to ride this momentum into an easy victory.
Intercepted by Khalil Mack! Touchdown!
The Mack attack, baby, that's fucking gold, dog. I can't wait the next season. And we'll get all
the second half, things changed. Derek Carr took an awkward snap, which put him in obvious pain, dislocating his pinky finger on his throwing hand. After Carr headed to the locker room, it seemed to suck the life out of the Raiders, and the Panthers responded.
You see what happened
as
when Derek
Carr came back out of the locker room, Cam Newton connected with Teddy for a long touchdown, putting them right back in the game. Carr, now ready to come back in, now had a glove on his throwing hand. To have a dislocated pinky on your throwing hand would be extremely painful, let alone being able to effectively throw a football. And this showed on his first possession back, throwing a bad interception. After 2 more scores by the Carolina Panthers, They were now starting to dominate, scoring 25 unanswered and clearly had the momentum. But here's that MVP moment. Obviously being banged up, Derek Carr shows his grit and toughness to overcome that, leading the troops down the field and throwing absolute dime to Walford.
Look at that shit, dog. Man, he put that shit on the money, man.
Then, after converting the two-point conversion, this game was all tied up. After a defensive stand, Carr led this offense onto the field on their own 13-yard line. After connecting with Crabtree on a deep pass on third down, was the big play that eventually helped set up the game-winning field goal.
To King, Janikowski splits the uprights, and the Raiders take the lead.
With the help of Khalil Mack doing his best impersonation of Von Miller, the Raiders completed the comeback and came out with the W. And here's that MVP-defining statistic. After that game against the Panthers, Derek Carr this season has 5 fourth-quarter comebacks and 5 game-winning drives. That is amazing. He seems to have that killer instinct. And here is an interesting video of where his competitive drive and assassin mentality
came from. If you had nobody to throw to, take off and run and go all the bounds.
I watched every YouTube video. I watched everything. When I was growing up, I sought out. I wanted to know who I thought was the most competitive. I said I want to watch who I think is the most competitive person, to walk this earth. In my view, obviously when I was little, and I want to emulate that competitiveness, and I want to be like that. When I would listen to him talk, and when I listened to him play, and with that drive, with that determination, that work ethic when no one's looking, being up at 3 a.m. to get your lift in if you have to, things like that. And to be completely honest, that's where it came from.
My last point I'm going to make is arguments versus other MVP candidates. Derek has the worst defense out of all MVP caliber players.
But at the same time, I'm rolling with Derek Carr for the Oakland Raiders right now. I look at the Oakland Raiders, I look at how horrific their defense has been prior to last night, and I look at how the offense has had to carry them.
And Stephen A. is right. Their defense has been mediocre all year, with the exception of some moments here and there from a guy like Khalil Mack. They are 29th in yards allowed per game, and they have allowed the 8th most points per game. So with that, let's dive into the arguments versus other players. First players are Dak and Zeke. Yes, both these guys are MVP caliber players, which is even more impressive considering they're both rookies on the same team. But what they have working against them is each other. They both feed off each other's success extremely well. Not to mention their offensive line is the best unit in football. Plus, they have played the easiest schedule out of all MVP candidates. Dak and Zeke are the best duo in football right now. They have the most complete offense in the NFL. But how can you really separate the value of either of these players? The Raiders don't have the rush offense like the Cowboys. They don't have a running back anywhere near the 1,000-yard mark. Latavius Murray has missed 2 games and is also under 4 yards per carry. The next player is Tom Brady. After missing 4 games, which is a fourth of the season, in which his team went 3-1, kind of rules you out. Here's a good analogy on First Take.
You get into half the games so far, and even if he plays every single game, he'll have missed 25% of the season. That's like a basketball player getting into 60 games. I don't care how good you are, you don't have more value than the guy who got into 82. It's just that simple.
Next up is Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan has been great this season, putting up the best stats of his career. With the improvement of new additions on their O-line, it has clearly paid off, making their offense one of the best in the NFL. But let's look at moments in which make or break an MVP caliber player. Matt Ryan's passer rating is the worst statistically in the fourth quarter. Let's look at their closest games. Here's a stat that popped out at me. When the game is within 7 points in the fourth quarter, Matt Ryan's passer rating is 85.3, with 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, compared to Carr's 128.0 rating and 8 touchdowns to 1 interception. And against the Chiefs, the Falcons scored a late-game touchdown and took the lead by 1. Then on the ensuing 2-point conversion, Matt Ryan threw a pass that got picked off by Eric Berry, returned for the 2-point conversion, eventually leading to the Chiefs' win. Matt Ryan just has been a clutch as their Carr this season. And the last player is Matt Stafford. I feel like this is the hardest argument to make because of how well Stafford has done, especially after losing Megatron. But in the fourth quarter, Matt Stafford hasn't been efficient, with 6 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And they have played the easiest schedule. Records matter, and Carr and the Raiders win that argument, with more impressive wins. And their defense is better than Oakland's, much better in allowed yards per game and allowed points per game. So overall, being clutch and having that MVP moment, along with having the worst defense out of all the MVP candidates, is the reason why Derek Carr deserves the MVP. Raiders fans, this guy's going to be a lot of fun to watch over the next decade, and I see this team being a Super Bowl contender for years to come. This is just
going to be 100%.
Enjoy it tonight, but get ready for the next one, man. It goes quick. All right, win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
That's it, man. That's the real MVP right there. This is the real MVP. Man, that's it. It's your boy LB. Comment, like, subscribe. I know there gonna be some hating Chiefs fans, some hating Dallas fans, some hating Patriots fans, some hating who else? San Diego and Broncos fans about the comment. I expect hating comments, but he the real MVP. But like, subscribe, comment, share. Give me your thoughts. Give me your opinions. Tell me what you think. But hey, it is what it is. We'll be back next season. Peace.